The first of all, we have to know about the introductions of the dimensionality reductions. Next is the challenges with high dimensions data. The why the dimensionality reductions is important. Then we will go through the Weka softwares and pre-processing data, how to pre-process the data in a Weka. And then we will go through the feature selections in Weka. And last but not the least is the classification, how to do the classification in a Weka. The first, so what is the dimensionality reductions? Dimensionality reductions is the process of reducing the number of variables or the functions in a data set while preserving its essential informations. Because as we know that the data set contain numerous of the data which are not used during the predictions. So that these data are called as the noise data, and these data must be removed from the data set, so that we are using the dimensionality reductions method, through which we can just select those features which are used for the predictions or the feature selections methods. With the dimensionality reductions, we aim to find the important features that can be used for the predictions. Because if we have the noisy data in a noisy data or a noisy attributes in a data set, it will not predict the higher accuracy. So that we have to reduce the features. Dimensionality reduction process reduce the number of random values and the features under the consideration in the machine learning algorithm. Next, the what is the
Sir,
challenge? Yeah.
sir, just a minute. Can you resend the software because mine is not opening. It's saying waiting for the WhatsApp chat to open, something like that.
Okay, okay, okay.
If you don't mind, I'm sorry to
No, no,
interrupt, sir.
no, 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 no. It's fine. Six, can you reset the link of the Weka software? Okay, okay.
Okay, I will send in the WhatsApp.
Okay. The main challenges in the high dimensional data city data is the increase the computational complexity, because if we have the more than access data features in a data set, then it is always create a problems in a computational. High dimensionally leads to the computational insufficiency and the scalability issues. And second is the overfitting. A higher risk of the models learning noise and the irrelevant patterns, resulting the poor generalizations. Third is the storage requirements. Simply, the large data set contain a high storage area that are very problematic to store in a hard disk. So that we have the less data set, less attributes of the data set, so that it is very easy to store it in a hard disk. And next is the visualization challenges. It is very difficult for visualizing and interpreting the high dimension data due to the human predictions limitations. Because if you have the large data set, so that it is very difficult to visualize all the fields. Next is the redundancy in the irrelevance features. The presences and the irrelevance and the redundant features imparting the algorithm and performance, because the main problems of the high dimensional data set is to redundant features always give the bad performance of the data set. Why the dimensional reductions is important? The main important features is the dimensional reduction system. Simply, fewer features mean the less complexity. You will need to less storage space. Fewer feature requires the less computational time. Model accuracy, features train the faster than the fewer data. Reducing the data set and the future dimensions help to reduce the data faster. These are the reasons that through which we can use the data dimensionality reductions. We have sent the Weka software to your WhatsApp group. First of all, so you have to install the Weka software. The Weka software is a popular software for the machine learning development by the University of the Weka. Means we have learned the most of things in our Pythons in a previous day, but some of the higher used machine learning tools is the Weka. Nowadays, Weka is mostly used in a machine learning, because this Weka software always provide you the GUI features. As you know that the Pythons is a totally the command based systems. Mostly we have to write the command in a Weka, in a Python, but the Weka provide all the features, all the parameters in a GUI based. And the most of the work that you have done in a Python, it also done in a Weka software, because the Weka is totally work on a Java, because the Java software, as you know that the Java is also used in a machine learning predictions, so that the Weka software is made in a Java environment, so that the all type of the data pre-processing, data cleaning, data selections, transformations, handling of the missing data, all are done in a Weka in a very fluent way. And all type of the classifications like the decision tree, support vector machines, random forest, and the many more, even through the data, deep learning applications are also done with the Weka softwares, so that the in a Weka software you don't need to write all the commands, but only you have to simply in a Weka you have to only provide the data to the parameters to the GUI features, so that the Weka software is a nowadays it is also the popular, not the so popular, because the nowadays the Python is mostly used in a, machine learning, but the Weka is also used. So for the installation, there is a website is called the vekato.ac.ng. This sites contain the software which is the open source softwares. Open source softwares is available on this website. You just download it from the website. Have you all download Weka software? Any
Yes, sir,
issue in
yes.
any issue in a download?
We have downloaded, sir.
Okay. Uh, we have in my system, so we have the Weka 3.9.4, but now the Weka 3.9.5 is also available, or 6. 6 is also available on a website. You can download the latest version, and the latest version contain all the features of the Weka. The first of all, so you have to simply click the setup options exe file, then it will display these options, and then you have to simply click the next, and then the next, and the screen, the Weka screen will be visual like this. This is the starting window of the Weka. In a starting window, there is a many options which is available on a Weka starting window. There is a program, visualizations, tools, and help. So we are just doing this all the things in a practical. Here there is a different type of tabs are available. The first is the pre-process, classify, cluster, associate, select attributes, visualize, and the C Pythons. All are the work are done when you open a file. For the opening a file, first of all, we have to click on the open file. Then select the file, dataset file. For that, we have to install on the. If we open this file, then all the tabs will be the visual. It can be all are the active when you are just open the file. And here we have you will see that there is the 12 attributes of the files. Attributes in a file, it is the hard, and there is the 918 instances in the data set, and there are total 12 attributes, and all the records you can see in a edit mode. You just want to see all the records of the data set, then you first of all you have to click on the edit. If you click on the edit, then you will see all the records, all the data of the data set. There is a 918 data. All the data you will see through the edit options. You can just click on the edit option to see all the data. And here all the data all the data, you just see the data set had contained a missing value. In record number 8, there is a missing number of this. Record number 20, there is a 2 missing value. 24, we have the 2 missing value. The data set contain a missing value and the duplicate value that can be seen through the edit options. And all the data set, all the attributes contain the value which are shown in a visualization sections. Simply you have to see the data like the sex. We have the 2 labels, female and male, and chest, pain type, all type of the display in there. In the data set, you just see there is a 6 distinct value. Distinct value means there is a duplicate value, and the some are the as you know that the data set is a totally the case sensitive, so that there is a value of the TA is in a capital letter and there is a small letter, so that it count the one in a small letter, and the capital letter we have the 45 instances of the TA, and all are the removed through the help of the pre-processing. So first of all, we have to open the file, and the file contain all the type of the attributes. There is a 12 attributes in the hard data set, and there is a 18 instances. All the instances you can see through the help of edit options. Here is the loading process. How to load the Weka? The first of all, you have to click on the open file, and this Weka software can support all type of the data set, like it can support the RF file, CVS file, any Excel files. All type of the data set can support by the Weka. Next, this hard data set contain the 12 attributes. All the attributes have the different types. The age is the numeric types, sex is the nominal, chest pain is a nominal, rest is a numeric type. This all the attributes are the different types of the data, and this is the visualizations of the all the attributes individually. Here is the simply the file of the RF file. The file contain the data like the attributes and attributes name, and there is the uh, type. The age type is the numeric, sex is the F and M. Means we have the F and M in a sex attributes. Chest type, there is a values in the chest type, chest pain type. All are the stored in a RF files. You can see all the data of the hard data type, hard data set. There is attributes, age, numeric, sex is there is a 2 values, all and this is the data. All are the data you can see in a notepad file. Next is, this is the edit view of the data set. Next is the pre-processing of the data. Simply we have seen that the data set had contained the missing value and the duplicate value. All the work are all the missing value are removed from the pre-processing. So in a Weka, we have the different tools which are provided in the Weka to clean the data. We have data cleaning involve the handling the missing value, noising data, outliers, and we can handling the missing value by the mean, median, and the modes. Transform the data. We have the normalizations method, standardization method, and transformations method. With the help of Weka, we have the attribute selections method. All other methods are provided in the Weka tools. So first of all, we have to find out the what is the missing value in data set. As we have seen that the data set contain a missing value in a record number 8, record number 20, record number 24. All are the missing value. The missing value are removed in a Weka. How can we do this? There is a 3 methods through which we can remove the missing value in a data set through the Weka. So first of all, we have to go to the filters, unsupervised, replace missing value with the constants. And how can we do this? Just simply, and as you see that the data set contain a missing value, all the missing values are removed through the These options. So first of all, we have to go to the filter option, choose filter, choose. Then we have to go to the filters. Then we have to go to the unsupervised, unsupervised. Then we have to go to the attributes, and then we have to select the replace missing. Here all type of the works is available in a attribute sections. You don't need to write the any codes for this. Simply we have to select the replace missing value. Replace here all type of the replace missing value with user constants and the missing value, all are the available in this attributes. First of all, we have to select all the replace missing value. Then we have to simply click on this options. Then we no need to change any arguments in a missing value. Simply we have to select the OK button. And then we have to apply. First of all, so you see the missing value, all the missing value, and simply we have to select the apply button. Okay. Now you can see what are the changes which are done. Now we have to click on the edit option. Then you will see that it is the missing value is calculated through the help of the mean medium methods, through which all the data which is the missing value are available. Automatically this mean mediums always use in a background mode, so that all the calculations are done and the missing value are filled with the values. Next we have to do the data cleaning. Now we have the data cleaning. For the data cleaning, we have seen that the data set, this attributes contain a data which is we have the 6 distinct value, but actually we have the 4 values, but some value are the repeated order of the different type. Means here is a TA, and this is a capital TA, and this is the another TA. TA is the small letter, and this value contain a one account that are the removed through the help of the data cleaning. All the data cleaning work are done through the help of the notepad. Any issue, ma'am?
Good, sir, good.
If you have any doubt, then ask. For the cleaning, data cleaning, first of all, we have to simply go to the notepad sections. Then we have to simply search and replace options. Search and replace options. Here, the find what replace simply we here there is the LVH. LVH is in the lower section, lower case, and the actual we have the LVH is the capital. So that we have to replace with the find what, and we have to replace with the capital LVH. Simply we have to simply replace it. All the small letters LVH are converted into the capital LVH, through which we can change all the values. Here it is there is a normal is N is the capital, and here is the normal is the small letter. Here we have to change all the work, all the procedures same for the all this data, because here is the normal and there is a right data is the normal, and here the normal is the small. We have to change this normal to this number, so that we have to simply select this options, and then we have to write the normal, and simply we have to write the normal and simply replace it. Suppose we save this file and want to see what is the effect of this file. Simply we will see the open. Simply we have to open this file. You will see the effect like a art1 dot. You will now you will see the chasing chest pen type. There is a 4 distinct value. First in a starting there is a there is a 6 distinct value. After the changing, it is a distinct value is the 3. And in a, chest pain type, there is a distinct, there is a 6, and after the changing, the distinct value is the 4, through which we can just cleaning the data. Next is the outliers. The data set contain a different type of the noisy data. All the noisy data are removed through the help of the outliers. All are the outliers. We can just remove the outliers through the, simply we have to click on a choose. Then we have to go to the filter options, choose filter unsupervised, then choose attributes, and then we have to go to the attributes and interquartile range. This interquartiles range is used for the outliers identifications. There is a values, there is the parameters. We don't need to change any of the parameters. Simply this options is the interquartile range is used for the find out the how many outliers in a data set. So simply we have to select these options and press the apply button. You will see the data set contain the two different attributes. First is the outliers in a 13 section. You just see the attribute number 13. There is outliers, and the next is the extreme value. You just see the outliers. The data set contain the 4 outliers. Simply the data set contain the 4 outliers that can be, and the 4 outliers, and the extreme value contain the 214 is the extreme value in a data set. All are the calculated through the help of the this algorithm. Algorithm is written in a Java, and we have to simply use this algorithm. No need to write the any code for that. We simply use the interquartile range for the find out the outliers. For removing the first we have to know the outliers. There is a 4 outliers in a data set, and there is the 214 extreme value. All are the removed through the help of, simply we have to go to the filter options. We have to go to the filter unsupervised, then instance, then we have to go to the remove with values. Simply we have to click on these options, remove with the values, and here we can change, we can remove the outliers, through which simply we have to change the value of the parameters. Here is the parameter. We have to write the simply the 13, because the 13 is the number of the attributes, and nominal index is the, here you just see the in a last, in a simply in a outliers, there is a two sections. First is the 914 is the a normal value, and the 4 is the outlier. It is the first, and the 4 is the for the last. The first for the it is the first, and this is the yes is the outliers in a last. So that we have to simply select instance, remove with values, and click on this option, and then we have to select the attribute index is here is the 13 is the index for the outliers. Simply we have to type the 13 index number, and then outliers is the last. It is the first and it is the last. the first, you have to simply change the nominal index is the last, simply last, and then press OK. No need to change any other options. Simply press OK, and we have to simply apply. Now we will see the outliers. There is a no outliers in a data set. All the outliers are the removed from the data set. Previously you have seen that there is a 4 outliers in a data set. If you have any data set which have the more than 400 or any other data outliers, that are removed through the help of these options. You can remove with the, and here you just see the extreme value. In extreme value there is a 213 is the 213 values are the extremed, and all the extremes value must be removed. We have to choose the same method to remove all the extreme value. So that we have to simply go to the filter unsupervised instance, same methods, and then simply click on the remove with values, and we have to change the attributes. Here the attributes is the, in a previous section, so you have seen that after the outliers removal, the attribute instance of the data set is decreased to the four records are deleted from the data set. Now we have the instances 914. After the deleted of the extreme value, you will see the values. Simply we have to select of the attribute index is the 14, and the 14 is the attribute index, and the nominal index is the last, because in a data set it is the first and it is the last. So that we have to write the last in a nominal index. I simply press on the OK, and then we have to apply it. Here is the 914 instances in the data set. Now it will change to the 701. 701 instance is the accurate instance which don't contain any type of the outliers and any type of the extreme value. So if you want to see the data set, now you can see it. This data set contain not any outliers and the extreme value. Now we have to, here we can see that the data set contain different types of the value. Here is a numeric value as well as the nominal values. It is a nominals values. The all value must be in the synchronized way and in a normal way, so that we have to do the data reductions. Here the noisy value are the removed through the interquartile range, and we have removed all the outliers. Is a data reductions. We can be applied the numerosity reductions techniques to decrease the data volume by choosing the alternative smaller form of the data representation. Means all the data should be in the synchronized way, so that we have to change the data in a numeral form. How can we do this? So simply we have to, in a data set, there is a nominal values, all are the nominal values. All the nominal values are converted into the numeric form. So that how can we do this? You simply go to the choose filter unsupervised, then go to the attribute and rename nominal values. You can see the first, the sex is contain the nominal value, the first, so that we have to simply change for the sex. We are just providing F for the, we are just giving the 1 for the F and M for the 2. Simply we have to select, simply we have to write the selected attributes. Selected attributes is the second. We have to simply type the second, and the value replacement, we are just putting the 1 for the F and 2 for the 2 for M for the, we are putting the 2 for the M and simply press OK. You will now see the value and we have to simply apply it. Okay, and then apply. Here you can just see the label is the F and M. Now you will see the there is a label of the 1 and 2. In a chest pen section, there is a label of the, there is a 4 labels. All the labels are changes in the numeric form, so that we have to simply chest pen. We just put the 1 for the ASY and 2 for the ATA, 3 for the NAP and 4 for the TA. Simply we have to copy this code and we have to simply rename the nominal values. Simply we have to simply click on the selected field 3 and then we have to simply this one. Means we are just providing the 1 for this and second 2 for this, 3 for this and 4 for this. I simply press OK and then simply apply this. Now you can see the labels are changed. Same methods are applied for the rest of the thing. Next is the resting ECG. This value are changes with this number 7. Attribute is the 7. Yeah. Simply press the OK button, then apply it. Resting. Next is the exercise. Same method are applied for the all the nominal values. 9. Okay, then apply. Next is ST slope. Simply 11 attributes. Simply click on the 11 and put the this value. Now all the extremes, all the nominal value are converted into the numeric value. Now you can just see save the file. Now you will just see the records from the here. Here all the nominal values are converted into numbers. All the numbers are, or the nominal value are changed. Next process. After the converting, so we have to simply select the scaling. In a data set, you just see that there is a value which is not the scaled, because there here is the value is a 2 3 1 2 and there is a value of the 120 and 284. All are not in the synchronized way. All the value must be in a scalar. So for the using the scaling, we have to simply done the method like a simply select on the choose. Then we have to go to the filter, then unsupervised, then attributes, and then we have to simply click on the discretize. Discretize methods are used for the scaling the data set. And here the options of the discretize, we no need to change any options. Simply we have to click on OK and then apply it. Now previously the data set is this in this form. After the discretizations, you just see the options like simply after the pressing the apply button, you just see all the data in a range form. All the data in a normal range form. All are in a scaling method. After the scaling, we have to simply, yes sir, yeah. In a previous sections undo, we are just doing the undo options. You just see the data set contain a unrecognized. It means there is a the value, the sex value contain the 0 1 2 3 4 and the cholesterol's range is the number is a 209. Means all the value are not the synchronized way. All the value are not synchronized way, so that this is a difficult for the attribute selections. So that we have to put all the data in a synchronized way by the help of the scaling methods. So we are just doing the scaling through the help of filter. Simply we have to go to the unsupervised attributes, and then we have to click on the discretize. Discretize options is used for the scaling. Simply we have to click on the apply button. After the apply, you just see the all the data in a synchronized base, means it is all in a tabular form. You have just seen the data up before the we are just doing the undo, and you just see in a suppose you just see the attribute number 6. There is a attribute number. Yeah, you just see the attributes cholesterol is the distinct value is a 206, and after utilizing this, applying this, there is a distinct value is a 10, because all the value are in the unsynchronized way. All the synchronized value must be done through the help of the discretize. Now the distinct value will be the 10, so that all the data set in a synchronized way, so that it is very easy now for the attribute selection or the dimensional reductions. Next work is we have to, after the discretize, we have to save this file. Next options, next we have to do the feature selections or the dimensional reductions. It is called as dimensional. All the attribute selections are done through the help of filter, choose, supervised. You just see the all the options are available in this option, in this sections. No need to write. Simply we have to select on the supervise, then attributes, then you have to simply select on the attribute selections. Attribute selections. Here the attribute selections is given to him, and there is a total before attribute selections, there is no need to keep the outliers and the extreme attributes, because these value are corrected. So that simply if you want to delete the any of the attributes, simply we have to simply click on the attributes and press remove. You can just remove any of the attributes, like simply click on this any of the options and press the remove button. It is very easy to remove any of the attributes, but in this section we have to simply delete the outliers and the extreme, because all are the done. So that we have to simply remove the 2 attributes from the data set. Simply we have to press the remove options. Now we have the 12 attributes. It is the actual attributes which is available for the this data set. Sir, this graph shows the all the values in comparison to the classes. The class is the heart disease. Here is the heart disease. All the data age and corresponding to age, based on the age, the what is the ratio of the heart disease. This is the all the charts as shown in the based on the any. If you want to select the chest options, then you have to see the value. Then simply attribute selections, there is a options for through which we can just find out the attribute. Simply we have to change, if you want to change the any attributes or any of the feature selections method, simply click on these options, and here all of the feature selections method you can just choose any one. Either you can choose the PCA methods, you can choose the any of the info gain, gain ratio method, CV attributes. Any of the attribute selections are available in this package. No need to you just want to do the SBM, you just use the SBM for the attribute selections. All are the available in this sections. You simply have to choose the you can just choose. If it is not available, then you can install through the help of the package manager. All the package manager are available. You can just use the deep learning programs also with the help of the Weka, because all the packages are available in a Weka. You just have to install through the help of the package manager. Any of the feature selections algorithm which are available in this list, it can be used. Otherwise, if you want to use another algorithm, that packages are available, you just have to install it. If you install, then all are the visual display in this evaluator options. So simply you have to choose these options. Simply you have to change the search option, which option you are just using. You just choose any of the rankers method. As you know that the PCA select use the ranker search PCA. So that if as per the your data set, you just choose your feature selections method. So simply you have to okay. Yes, sir. Yeah, I will show the what is the options of the package manager, how to use it. Simply you have to select the attributes, and then you have to just see that there is a 12 attributes in a data set. After applying this, you just see the there is a apply. There is the 6 attributes which are useful for any feature selection. With the help of this feature selection methods, you can choose the another feature selection method. You can use any of it. If you want to, we are just doing the undo option. There is another method through which we can just use the feature attribute selection. It is the in this the tab. It is the call as the select attributes. Through select attributes, you can also choose the attribute selections. Here you just check which which algorithm gives the how many attributes. First we have to simply select on the attributes, and then you just choose the any of the algorithm. Just suppose if you choose the infogain attributes, then it automatically give you the help to you just because the infogain attributes always use the rank search method, so that it just give you the alert to use this. Simply you have to simply say yes, and then you have to just train the data set. Simply you just see there is the ranking of the your data set at instances, which attributes have the what rank. You just see the rank. According to rank, you can just choose your attributes. Suppose you just find out the you just want to keep the 5 attributes from the data set. Those then you can find out the which rank is used, and then according to the rank you just choose the attributes. This is the different method. So you can just use any of the attributes, and then check the number of attributes are the selected with this algorithm. There is a two methods through which we can just find out the attributes of the data set. First is the through the help of the filter options, and this another is the select attributes method. Both options are available for find out the attributes. Simply we have to click on the apply button. After the apply buttons, we have the 6 attributes. You can just check change the attributes as per your requirements, and this algorithm say that the only the 6 algorithm is helpful for give the good predictions. After that, we have the selected the attributes, we have done the we have to do the classification. For the classification work, we have the tab is called as the classify. Simply we have to click on the classify, and here the in a classify sections we have the different options available. The first is the use the training set. Suppose if you are just using the only the training set of the whole data, if you want to do the training of the whole data, then you have to simply click on these options, through which options you just give the all the 7 approx 7 10 now we have the instances. All the data are just want to send for the testing training, then you can use these options. Supply the test data. Suppose if you have done the training, after that you just give the another data. If you have the another data set which contain the only the training purpose data, if just want to give the test data, so that you just have to simply the this option and that the select set. Then you have to give the data from the hard disk. Another which suppose we have the 500 data for the training for the testing, then you just give the data from these options. The next is the cross validation. Suppose you just want to the fold the data. Suppose we have the 700 data, 700 instances. Just you will just want to make a fold of the 10. The first is the first 10 for the training and the 90 for the suppose we have the 100 data set. The simply the 10 is for the training and the 19 for the 90 for the testing. 90 for the training and 10 for the testing, and all are changes according to the cycle. The first 10 for the training, next 10 for the training, next 10 for the training. All are the done with the help of the folding. How many folding you have to done? Suppose next is the percentage split. Suppose you just want to suppose you have the data set of the 700. You just want to the 70% of the data 70% of the data are used for the training and the 30% data for the testing. So all are is done with the help of the percentage split. You just want to you just want to give the 80% data for the training and 20% data for the testing. So this can be done through the help of the percentage splitting. And then you have to simply, and there is a class is a heart disease. Simply you have to select the here you can choose any of the classifier with the help of the choose options. Simply select the choose options, and then you have to suppose just if you want to do the decision tree classifier, then simply you have to click on the tree, and then we have to simply the J48 for the decision tree. Simply, yeah, or you can choose any of the classifier. All the classifier is available in this sections. Just you just if you want to do the random forest options, you just use the random tree, decision stump, and another. All are the available in this. SVM also available in these options. Suppose you just want to do the ANN, then the multiplier perceptrance is also available. This logistic algorithm, all are the available in this classifier options. Simply just suppose suppose if we want to do the decision tree, simply click on this options, and we are just splitting the data. 80% is the training and 20% for the testing. So that simply we have to click on the start button. You just see the results. The data set correctly classified 90%. Yeah, here all the work are done. Here you can just see the test mode is split 80% train and the remainder for the testing. Means here the 80% data are for the testing and the 20% data for the 80% for the training and 20% for the testing. Suppose you just want to change your classifier. Simply we have to simply click on the these options, and suppose you just want to do the random forest, simply click on this. And suppose you just want to change the parameter. As you know that in a Python you just give the arguments to the parameter. So if you want to change the parameter, simply you have to simply click on this option and change the iteration, number of iteration, how many iterations you just want to give. The all you have to give in this sections. Suppose you just want to do the random forest with the default value, so that if you want to classify of the same data set, simply you just want to do the 90% for the training and 20% for the testing. Just select random forest and then select on the start button. It show the options. All are the created in this options. Confusions matters automatically created, the weight average, accuracy, and all the corrected classified instances 90%, uncorrected 10%. Through which we can just give the visualization. If you just want to see the visualization, simply you have to click on this. Suppose you just want to see the visualizations of the decision tree. So simply you have to simply click on these options and right click, and then visualize the tree. You just see the visualizations. Any type of the visualizations is provided through the help of the right click. Any type of classifier you just use it. Any other doubts? Yes, ma'am. Any of the algorithm which are used in a Python, you can just use in the Weka tools. One things I have to show, the packages. Suppose you want to install any package, simply suppose you want to install any of the package, simply we have to click on the tools options and package manager. Here, all the classifier, you can just see that it is the installed sections. It is installed and it is the available, and this is for the all. This simply all are the available. Suppose you just want to use the clustering method, this clustering method, you simply have to click on this, click and install. If you install this, it will show in a environment sections, in explorer sections, you can just see it. Suppose you just want to do the deep learning. So simply you have to type the deep Weka, sorry, Weka DW, Weka deep and enter. So here, suppose you just want to do the deep learning, simply you have to simply type the Weka deep, and then it will show this. This is the wrapper for the deep learning. And here is the different version of the deep learning packages. You can use any of this. You just use the latest or something else. Simply you have to simply click on this option and install it. This option, simply yes and install it. And to enable the GPU support, see these options, and simply we are just installing it.